Defeating Black Tortoise can be daunting, but with the right strategy and execution, it's achievable. Let's break down some key tips on how I emerge victorious. By following these guidelines and adapting your strategy as needed, you should be able to defeat Black Tortoise more consistently and efficiently. In Wave 1, focus on maintaining a constant bleed effect on Black Tortoise using Miriam, Queen of the Night. Tiger Stripe is my primary damage dealer. Arbiter provides valuable crit rate buffs and AoE damage. Wave 2 requires a balance of damage and debuffs. Timekeeper should focus on dealing high damage. Scholar can remove Black Tortoise's shield and buff Timekeeper's damage. Wondersuit can contribute both bleed application and AoE damage. I ensure attacks are landing on Black Tortoise, especially when he has his shield down. In Wave 3, prioritize applying Def Down to Black Tortoise using Crusader. Then unleash your strongest attacks. Archdemon Baal's ultimate skill can significantly reduce Black Tortoise's turn gauge, giving your team more time to attack. Envoy should maintain a consistent bleed effect. For my Envoy, same strategy as Miriam, Queen of the Night. Do not use special attack while Hemorrhage is still in effect. Use her basic skills instead. I have a Harvest Moon Misaki, but I use Envoy instead because she applies bleed more efficiently. Harvest Moon's bleed has a very high chance of not applying. Remember to experiment with different strategies and persona combinations to find what works best for you. Pay attention to persona synergies and skill timing to maximize your effectiveness. For example, in my case, Arbiter Strike and Power Strike increase my persona's crit rate. This can help Tiger Stripe trigger critical damage more frequently. My Scholar Inesi's special skill can be applied to my Timekeeper to increase her damage. Optimize your skill usage based on the situation. For example, apply Miriam, Queen of the Night's Hemorrhage as soon as possible. Do not apply any bleed effect while Hemorrhage is still in effect. While the Hemorrhage is still in effect, just use her basic skill and reserve her special skill until the Hemorrhage runs out. Once I applied the bleed effect from her special skill, I followed it up with her basic skill to convert the bleeding effect into a Hemorrhage for 2 turns. For my Arbiter, I use her ultimate skill as soon as possible. This grants an increased crit rate on all my personas. If she has a Strike or Power Strike buff, I use her basic skill as much as possible to take advantage of that skill's AoE effect. Without the Strike or Power Strike buff, her basic skill only attacks a single target. Also, you need at least level 4 of your basic skills to make it AoE when having the Strike buff. Note that on all waves, if the Black Tortoise has his shield up, change the target damage to his minions, except when applying bleed or if you want to remove his buffs. With careful planning and execution, you can overcome Black Tortoise and achieve victory. Good luck and happy gaming!